These are my takeaways for Module 4, Day-to-Day Business Situations. First up, we have pamper pets. I think this is the one where I went hardest on. I went super hard on the Excel spreadsheet, mapping everything out. My takeaways here are you got to invest if you want return. She had no life. If you want to grow, you have to take a risk, and that involves making investments. Another takeaway too is that she needed help, and sometimes it's tools like a new van, or sometimes it's tools like an accountant. Humans are tools sometimes, but the important thing is that when you're overwhelmed, get help, whatever it is. Get some tools. The next one was Passiano's wood fire, the Girl Scout troop one, basically. I'm not sure if I said that right, with the Passiano's wood fire, but that's okay. In class, the group went in circles here. Overall, I think we can go back to 3 Nephi 11:29 to not be contentious, to treat others with respect. Really here, when on social media, he needs to not be hostile or negative in any way. He came across kind of snappy. He could have done a little better about that. He did pretty well, but not quite amazing. He definitely could have improved and done better. Next one is crisis management. Oh man, the takeaway here is have a plan. Recessions happen, emergencies happen, towns sometimes shut down. Not just a full recessions don't just happen on an economy or worldwide like right now. Sometimes they just happen in a state or a community. So you have to have a plan for what happens there. And in this case, you really have to be careful with your credit to debit ratio when you're a smaller business and don't have a lot of cash on hand or cash flow, because Jared definitely found himself in a pickle. The next one is Jones fencing. This was probably one of the most frustrating classes for me, not in a bad way. It was just the class was very, very, very safe and risk adverse. Maybe they wanted to look good, like they thought that was the right answer. My risk score was 9. I didn't think that was anything crazy. I liked where we had breakout rooms and we had 2 other people in our group, and I let both of them go first, and they both had a not as risky of a score. And after I talked to them, I convinced them both to come more to like a 7-8 and 1 a 9. And if I had the opportunity to do that with the whole class, I probably would have swayed a little more people too. I thought the class was kind of ridiculous on this one. What I did love is that Mr. Jones said to the workers, hey, this is dangerous. You didn't sign up for this. If you don't want to participate, you don't have to. I love how he gave the workers the option. That's one of the things that I learned here. And another thing is to have a risk assessment in general. That's important to do because there are some cases where you don't want to be involved for sure. The last one here is Hannah Hatch. In this case, the group actually did sway me. She needed to be more careful. Again, you got to have a plan A, B, C, and D in this case. And sometimes it's really important to do a trial run before you go big. Another class we had kind of in this module was also the business model. And that's actually important because it's essential to have that planning tool. The business model allows you to have purpose, allows the company to be driven forward, and it allows you to know how you're going to bring value to customers and solve a problem. So these are all of my respective answers and takeaways for this module. Thank you.